Welcome back, my gardening friends, DIY friends. Well, we're getting there slowly. On my playlist, you'd have seen me talking about the chrome bars there that hold the carpet in place. We sprayed those black. Looks okay. We've got the small dado on. And I was thinking, how am I going to cut this so it follows the same profile as the horizontal bit? I thought, well, I can get my chisels out. And then my friends from Hychika said, would you like to try this? And of course, I've reviewed their battery drill in the past, the battery circular saw. I personally bought the sander to do the worktops. We've done them again. And then the recent one they sent me, I've managed to cut all the door linings to the right width using the guide tool. That has saved me no end of time. So this isn't just a review. I do use these tools, and I've had that battery drill now for a long time. So let's have a look and see what's in the box. Because Storm Bert is here upon us over this weekend, Mrs. K said, come on, crack on. So there we go. There's the extension lead, but basically it's like a little craft tool. There's the extension if you don't want to be holding this for too long. Different accessories which fit other tools that they produce. They're battery tools. All the batteries are all the same for all the tools and for the sister company. And there's something else that I haven't really had a look at. But we'll get this open. I've had this open. I tried to put everything back in its same place and I managed it. But let's have a little look at that. I was quite impressed with what's actually in there. It surprised me, and no doubt it might surprise you. These are not spare collets. There's different sizes for the different tools. So you have to make sure that they're right. There's your cut-off discs. Some discs there for diamond tipped. Some circular saw bits. These are the buffers, polishers, and there's your polish, I believe. The sanding discs, and there's what goes onto those. Your spanner. These are your sanding discs, which we're going to be using, either big or small. They fit on there, so basically slip those onto there, tighten that up, that swells up, that holds that on there. These are quite firm. I might have been playing with that one. Then all your other bits for grinding, glass, etc. A couple of drill bits and all the other accessories. But the actual manual gives you all the information you need for the recommended speed for applications against materials, and it says very clearly there what you can and can't do with each one. And remember, it keeps repeating itself on this one. Use protective eyewear, glasses. Do not use this tool without them. So I'm just going to attach these two. Just slip on like that. Sorry about the light, guys, but the weather outside is awful, and we just tighten that up until it holds that sandpaper roll nice and tightly. So we've got those two on there. We'll see how they work. I might have to take a bit of material off first. I don't really want to try those discs at the moment, but I'll just clear some of the material off what we want to do, and I'll now fit the small one into the machine. And on most products, there's your locking button so that you can tighten or untighten. Obviously giving it a gentle pull. If it doesn't come out, it's tight enough. So don't over tighten it, and make sure you've got the correct collet for each tool. Right, let's get you set up and have a little look. Right, that's in. Just forgot to mention that you do get spare bushes for the motor. It's so difficult to get hold of the right ones. For occasional users, the first set should last absolutely ages. But if this is your hobby and you're using it all the while, they've thought of everything. My hearing's terrible, so I always have to. Where are we? So on off. Always best to use the lower one first to get used to the tool. See how we go. Just have to put my glasses on, I can't see a damn thing. Just tighten that up. Pause and record. Well, I'm impressed with that. It don't look very good from this side, but I'm certainly happy with that. Another bit of varnish on that, and that should do us nicely. The links for this are in the description below. They're within my description at all times anyway, because I've got an affiliated link, and not sure whether there's a discount code for yourselves, but I am always impressed with their tools, and I'd let you know otherwise if I wasn't happy. The top of the stairs was challenging, but we took the carpet underneath, cut out the underlay, and we put 2 bits of floor in there just to make it look pleasing to the eye. Oh, come on, come back. It's just my plastering isn't brilliant, but you might say, well, why don't you do the plastering before you do the skirting board? Well, trying to get these corners with our walls, it's better off hacking the plaster off, sitting the skirting board on so it sits reasonably square. I'm only a DIYer, guys. So that's where the glass used to be. So we've stripped it down, put the new liners in, infill with some plasterboard, using the offcuts from the door liners as something to attach to or glue to. Paint, look for any defects, plenty of those, and then sand off, and then I've ended up with something like that. That looks absolutely perfect. Whoops, till you turn the light on, guys. Another tube of filler needed. These walls were rubbish anyway, so I'm just doing my best. Done the loft door using some of those slats, and then just surrounding it with that. A little bit of plastering done today, so we can get this wall sueded. If you've never used suede paint, it covers your plastering imperfections perfectly after about the third coat. As long as you don't look too hard. It's behind the door, guys. That's not my plastering. Well, it might be from years ago. If it's behind the door, nobody will see it. So Stormbird has made me do a bit more gardening, DIYing. So hopefully we'll have some doors on by Christmas, if Mrs. K gets away. So at my leisure now, I can have a go at these. But the granddaughter likes her room. She visited us this weekend, so I had to make sure I finished the airing cupboard to get all the sundries off the bed. I'm getting there slowly, little and often. As it says there, better tools for better life. And some of these tools have made it really easy for me to do what I need to do. I only pay people to do stuff that I can't do myself. Don't forget the link in the description below. Leave me a comment if you've ever used their tools, and why not consider subscribing to see what else I'll get up to. Playlists on the end for DIY and my actual gardening videos. No gardening at the moment, guys. Too dangerous to be out there in that high wind. Happy DIYing, happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.